Hi guys, and welcome to Complete Load of Podcasts, the Completely Made podcast. Before we start this week's podcast, I'd just like to ask you guys if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments box and I can use them for content in the next episode, because I'm struggling.
We ain't got anything to say, have we?
Got nothing to talk about.
No.
But don't
switch off.
No.
Because I'm sure we'll come up with something.
Yeah, so if you want us to talk about anything on this podcast, put it in the comments box, specifically of this video or audio. I've left you in charge of the.
I don't read the comments on there.
Is there comments on the podcast?
I think so. I don't have your iTunes. Don't they have like a review section? They do, and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should look at that. Oh God, we should be keeping an eye on that.
1 stars. Lord. Yeah.
Lord. So yeah, I just wanted to say that before we kicked off. I am your host, James Buckley, face of Completed It, mate, and with me is my co-host, not host.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say, James.
Co-host.
So if you're the face, then what would I be?
The body.
The body.
Yeah, you've taken some time out of your hectic drinking schedule.
Yep.
To be with us this afternoon.
Well, I mean, when you said there's going to be Stellas here, I just couldn't resist.
I know. Well, it's not. I mean, we're still accommodating your drinking schedule. Aren't we?
Yeah. It's not too much skin off my nose. It's all good.
I'm going to try and put this down quietly. Yeah, it's Matt, by the way.
Matt, hello. Hi, everyone.
How are you? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm feeling a bit worse for wear. It's been the last 10 days have been a lot of drinking. I was on a stag do in Hamburg last weekend. Jesus Christ, it is mental out there.
Is that where the hamburger originated?
Yeah, we did that joke out there.
No, I'm not even joking.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. It would make sense, wouldn't it?
It sounds like it's something that maybe... I mean, what country is Hamburg in? Germany?
Yeah, Germany.
Yeah. It sounds like something that maybe German immigrants that went to America and then they go, oh, we've got this hamburger. You know, because loads of food comes out like that. Because I don't think pizza's Italian, is it?
Yeah, but it was different. So, like, I don't think there was any sort of tomato sauce on it.
Right.
You know, it was... I think it's called Blanca, something like that.
Blanca. But do you know what I mean? When like those sort of like a couple of 100 years ago, when a load of people from Europe went to America and they all went, "Oh, we've got our own foods." Yeah. And it was just sort of American. They made it while they were in America. Good on them. If you know who invented the hamburger,
I think all of this hamburger talk is just highlighting how little we've got to talk about today. Yeah. We're stretching that hamburger thing out really far.
Well, it is interesting. There'll be some people that are interested. There'll be some people like me going, yeah, where did the hamburger, where was it first invented? And it just takes 3 seconds. I could do it right now on Wikipedia. But no, I'm going to leave that up to the...
Yeah, well, I'll make your job
to find out for us.
Okay.
So yeah, one stag do in Hamburg.
One stag do in Hamburg. 2 nights of absolute crazy amounts of drinking.
Carnage.
We met up at 6 a.m. Obviously, was drinking on the coach there.
You got a coach?
There was 18 or 19 of us.
Couldn't you just get a plane?
Good joke. We didn't get the coach there. We got the coach to the airport.
Oh right, sorry.
Oh, you just genuinely misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then we was up until... It was about 24 hours of drinking the first night. And, it sounds impressive, but it's just actually a little bit pathetic, really.
No, I'm impressed.
Are you impressed?
Yeah, I don't think it sounds pathetic. Yeah, I think it sounds cool.
Drinking's cool, guys. So I still don't feel right, really. I'm hoping that this beer's going to help, but I was at a wedding the day before last, and that was a struggle. But,
yeah. Have you been to work?
A little bit.
Yeah, mostly just pissed. Mostly just getting pissed.
Yeah. What was it? 3 days at work last week.
Nice. It's good.
It's good, isn't it?
Good little life you've got going on. I've got news for you.
Have you?
I've completely revamped this podcast. It's all new podcast.
Wow.
All new.
So, surely there's going to be some improvements? Yeah? Okay. Maybe you want to talk about
So, basically, we've got 3 items today. I mean, I did this brief about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
And this is going to prove, this podcast is going to be the one that proves that we should just do at least a bit of planning the day before.
Okay.
All the items are the same.
Right.
So we've got an item coming up soon that I like to call, what should we talk about?
Yeah.
Then we've got another item called Tell Us What Words to Do.
That's the same as the...
Well, what should we talk about are things that I've come up with that we should talk about.
Right.
Tell Us What Words to Do are things that specifically our YouTube audience has asked us to discuss.
Right, okay.
So sort of the same, but slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got an item called Any Other Business, which is just
More stuff.
What should we talk about?
Right.
But what should we talk about? I've tried to keep into sort of like a gaming
Okay.
context.
Okay.
So it's all new, slick.
Yep. The brand new and improved podcast.
Yeah. I tell you what I'm looking forward to. Seeing the new intro that would have gone out just before this.
Yeah, because clearly I've done that. I've been working really hard on it, and it's almost finished.
Are we ever going to do that?
I think what I was going to do was I was going to repurpose the one that I did for the GTA sessions.
I don't want cast-offs from a failed
From a failed
YouTube
bit.
series that we tried to make.
I spent ages on that. I've got to repurpose it.
Is that right? Got to get your money's worth.
Yeah. I was going to redo some of it, but...
Oh, well, I'm sure whatever you do will be fine, because everything you do is really good, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Really
Thanks, mate.
Good stuff. Really
Thanks.
good. So you've been getting pissed.
Yeah.
I've been... I went to a fight.
Oh, yeah, I did see you did a little bit with Haye and... What's his name?
Bellew. Yeah.
That was for free tickets, presumably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turned up at the press conference. I met David Haye about a year ago, and he called me up and said, do you want, some ringside tickets to this fight? I said, yeah. He said, oh, can you do me a favour and turn up to the press conference? I was like, I don't want to, but I want to go to the fight.
They was good seats though, weren't they?
Yeah, ringside, mate. I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
No.
It was only because in the last couple of months, my eldest son has gone mad on boxing.
Right.
He's really, really into boxing. He's having 2 sessions a week at the moment. And
Blimey.
yeah, and he's sort of from nowhere, like he's got this real natural ability and really quick hands, and he's really good at it.
It's the Buckley James, surely.
I don't know where it's come from. Honestly. And also, out of the 2 boys, he was the one that I least thought would be into fighting.
Right.
I thought we'd be jazz hands.
Oh, really?
And that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
But no, he wants to box, and he's got his own personal trainer, and he's been doing pad work and bag work and stuff, and skipping and all sorts, and he's 6 years old, and he's got really good.
He's a much more rounded person than I am already.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for the fact that I knew that he would love to go to it.
Presumably you took him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he would just... I thought, well, this would be a good test, because this is really exciting. Ringside.
Yeah.
A big fight, big British fight. And he was just... He could not take his eyes off it. I'd never seen him so interested in something before.
Wow.
So I was glad that I went. I wouldn't normally do that sort of stuff, but it was just... When it's your kids, you just end up doing all kinds of nonsense just to please them. But that was really interesting, because I got to have a little insight into the fight and into the, what's sort of pantomime and what's sort of scripted and what's real about the fight. And
sure.
And turns out that the fighters just really hate each other.
Yeah.
They really do hate each other. And I know, like, it was, like, you have to do these silly things to sort of get some
drum up
press
some
and PR
attention.
and stuff. And,
yeah.
you know, having Jay from the In-Betweeners turn up at a press conference and things like that. It's all silly and nonsense. But I got to see, like, deep down that these two guys just really, really wanted to fight each other. And, but what was nice about it was because after the I don't know how familiar you are with their history, but they fought last year.
Yeah, I saw that, and Haye, there's
But what happened afterwards was that there was a bit of a love-in, and it was like, come on guys, get a room. Like they've been talking about how they wanted to sort of knock each other's heads off for the last 6 months, and then they had the fight, and Bellew won, and then they were all sort of hugging and kissing afterwards and stuff, and I think a lot of people were like, oh, how can they fight again when, like, we know it's just made up. We know that they're really in cahoots, or, you know, they don't really hate each other. No, they really hate each other. I think what people got mixed up was the fact that they're not monsters. No. They're not just evil men that just want to kill each other.
No.
They hate each other, but they still have a lot of respect for each other. And I think people were getting a bit confused about that. And it was just really exciting for me to have that insight and to be able to sort of feel a little bit a part of it and be behind the curtain and see what's really going on. And the whole night was great. The whole night was really exciting. And the boxing crowd though, a bit rough.
Yeah? Ringside?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That was a little bit.
Do you think? Well, I mean, you don't get ringside tickets without shaking down a few people, surely.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there was bouncers by the ringside area stopping people from coming in. But my wife saw people giving them money.
Oh, what's coming in?
Just a little wad of money. They go, all right, come on then.
Nice little
Stuff like that.
Nice little Bunsen burner for them,
It's
isn't
all
it?
dodgy, innit? Oh, it's the boxing scene. Yeah. So that's basically been the most interesting thing I've done since.
It sounds
the
really
last
interesting.
podcast.
I saw you on television walking down the tunnel.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a nice little shirt you had on.
Yes.
Flowery.
I'm enjoying the flowery shirt at the moment. I wore a flowery shirt on Graham Norton last year. I wore a similar sort of shirt.
Nice.
That's it. There's nothing wrong with
Just
that.
shows your sensitive side, that's all.
That's it, yeah. Have I done everything for the intro? Because I hope I have, because I've got such a great item coming up now.
All right.
It's called What Should We Talk About? So yeah, welcome to this new feature. What should we talk about? That's basically every podcast, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you've really outdone yourself here with this new layout.
Thanks, man.
Yes, streamlined.
It is. It's straight to it, straight to the point.
Straight to
Hopefully, with any luck, this podcast will be around the 3-minute mark. Just all killer.
No filler, baby.
Exactly. So, I'll kick this off with a question to you, Matthew.
Go ahead.
You playing video games again yet?
I am. So, the last podcast I mentioned that I was going through a bit of a dry spell. Really not been interested in playing video games for a good while. It's been most of the year, really.
Right.
So I was kind of like a bit worried, like, have I finally sort of stopped playing for good? Like,
Grown
do I
up.
still on that?
You're grown up.
I was
You're
a bit concerned about it. I was like, oh, am I just not enjoying playing them? But it turns out that it's just the rubbish games that are sort of out about these days.
A lot of tat in there. A lot of tat knocking about.
It's this sort of movement to have games as a service where it's all like open world and ongoing content and stuff.
Ignore that.
Ignore the ding.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit worried, but actually recently I started playing God of War. Well, I've actually finished it now, but god damn, I was desperate for a game like that.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Good.
It's a really good game.
Would I like it?
I don't know. Did you like Uncharted?
I liked Uncharted 4,
Yeah.
which I didn't finish.
So you didn't like it that much then?
I did, I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I just never got around to finishing it. And I'm like right near the end.
with the pirate ship.
Oh, I think I'm past that. No, maybe not. I actually can't remember where I am now.
Fair enough. Well, no, yeah.
But I remember talking to you about it, and you were going, "Whereabouts are you?" And I told you where I was, and you were like, oh, "You got like another 20 minutes."
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's kind of got that sort of strong narrative thrust, if you will. It's like got a really interesting story about sort of based around a father and son relationship. So it starts off with the mother dying.
Oh, no.
And it's their journey to scattering her ashes.
Fuck me.
It's good though.
You keep talking.
What is that ping noise?
That's a text message coming through, but it comes through on my computer.
Fancy.
But we're doing well.
We're doing well. Yeah. So yeah, quite a big sort of. It's quite a deep story, you know, right at the beginning. It's good. It's really interesting. Yeah, and it's kind of open world, but all of the sections feel like very linear. It's kind of I've heard it's described as like a hub and spoke design. So imagine like Disney World, we've got like the main bit, and then you've got the different sections dotted around the outside. It's a bit like that, but yeah, instead of like an open world game where it's just full of repeated shit that you have to do, it's like boring.
Yeah.
Each section kind of has like an important part of the story to tell. It's good. It's really well done.
Okay. Out of 10, what would you give it?
A 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
It's pretty damn good. The combat's fun as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree with you. I've been reading stuff about it, and it's certainly pleased a lot of people. A lot of people have been waiting for it to come out as well. So
yeah,
relief. Good job. Good work all round.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Well done to them.
Who was it? Do you know?
Something. The guy's called Barlog. Do you mean like the studio, Santa Monica, North? I think something like that.
Oh, okay.
They did the other God of War games, but
all right. Well, do you know what I'm going to do for them? I'm going to make that my game of the week. It's a new feature.
Game of the week. I mean, yeah. Well done then.
Good God on War.
God of the War week. God of the week.
Yes.
There you go.
So, have you been looking at any of the Red Dead stuff?
I saw a comparison. What have I seen? Someone was comparing the graphics between Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5.
Right.
Just talking about how the graphics are improved and stuff. I don't know why I was watching that, but there you go. That's all I've seen. Is there more gameplay out?
I don't think there's much, but we had we've had a few trailers now.
Yeah.
And I'm still very excited. I'm looking forward to it.
It looks great.
I probably... I think there's an online...
There's got to be.
Yeah.
GTA 5 has made them so much money that there's just no way it wouldn't. So
I reckon if it's similar to GTA Online, that I'll do videos on that for the channel. But sometimes a game comes along that I'm waiting for so long, I care about so much. I don't want to play it and just make a video on it. I want to actually play it and enjoy it for myself.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So I don't think there'll be any playthroughs of that anytime soon.
The online stuff could work though.
But the online stuff,
could be interesting.
Could be good. That's October 26th. They said it's not going to be pushed back anymore. It's definitely coming out.
Well, they did that with GTA 5, didn't they? Maybe I was thinking of the PC version. Anyway, yeah. They do like delaying games.
It was supposed to come out last year.
Was it?
Yeah, Red Dead. Yeah.
God.
They pushed it back.
A whole year.
I trust Rockstar. I trust they know what they're doing. If they say they need a bit more time, I say you have as much time as you want, but just not too much because I'm impatient. But do bring it out at some point. But also make it good, which they will do.
In the trailer, there was like John Marston.
Yeah.
Is it Marston?
Marsden, yeah.
He was in it for some reason.
Yeah,
so I think
it's a prequel.
Yeah.
But it's about the Von Dutch crew, and we find out a little bit more about that story.
Okay, I can't remember.
Marsden's got all his
That's these stitches for the scars that he had on his face. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's going to be great. It must be the best game of the year, surely.
It's got a lot to contend with. That God of War game's pretty good.
All right, Jesus, you haven't stopped
Just
going on about it.
Play it, jeez.
Fortnite continues being the most confusing phenomenon in the world at the moment.
You still don't understand it?
I understand it. I understand what it is and what you do and everything. I've played it.
But you don't understand its success.
I don't understand why it's so good. Not only do I not think... because sometimes I can see a game and I can go, well, I don't like it, but obviously it's popular because of this.
Yeah.
I just think it's just shit.
I mean, it's not shit, is it? It's just boring.
Yeah. Well...
Our kids like to play it because it's social, surely. It's more than...
I don't know. I was thinking about how they make money. It's like making like $250 million a month at the moment.
What? Are you serious?
It's a free game.
Is there upgrades and stuff?
Well, no. You make money by buying the in-game currency, and that will buy you costumes and things. But but none of that stuff affects the gameplay or gives you
cosmetic
an
only.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're making like a quarter of $1 billion a month at the moment.
If it's very social, then I can see that kids would want to impress their mates with what costumes they've got.
Yeah, I know, but that's dangerous. I'd be trying to teach my kids
to not waste money on stuff.
Yeah, especially stuff like that.
It's capitalism, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Let's not get political.
No,
but
let's not do that. Have you played it?
I downloaded it and I played a few rounds. Yeah.
How did you do?
How did I do? I think I came top 10 once, or twice. I've not played it that much though. And it's very clear quite quickly that if you're not good at building and if you don't know how to get a good weapon, you're kind of screwed. Yeah. There's always someone up the top of a tower with a rocket launcher.
Yeah. I think it's the building bit that I hate the most.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's spelt fault. Like,
yeah.
I didn't even realise that.
Yeah. Didn't I point it out?
Maybe. I'm sure we've had the same conversation in the last podcast.
Yeah.
And probably the one... Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll keep talking about this. So, the PlayStation 4, this is a new thing that I want to talk about. PlayStation 4 apparently is entering the end of its life cycle. Yeah, well, so this was from a tweet by the guy that runs the Sony PlayStation division. And I think he only mentioned it... Is he Japanese? Is his name Sony? Is that racist?
Nah, sure. No. I don't... I can't remember his name. I don't think he is. Yeah, he might be. I'm trying to think of what the guy looks like. I think he's got dark hair. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was... He's got to be careful about saying that because PS4 Pro's not that old. So it's clearly got a few more years left in it. Also, just like tech companies never say that. Like I've been to Apple before where I've gone, I need a new phone, my phone's broken, I need a new one. How long until the new one comes out? Because I feel like it's going to come out any minute now and I don't want to buy it. Sure. And they just go, we can't tell you. What? Yeah. Everyone knows though, it's always the same event every year. I know, but they never know like a release date until like a few weeks before where you can start pre-ordering and stuff like that. But I've been in Apple stores like for computers and stuff and I've gone, when's the new one coming out? And they go, can't tell you. Little cunts. I know, because they want you to buy the old stuff. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, so I bought the old stuff. I did as well. I fucking bought a MacBook Pro. Yeah. So that I could edit this stuff while I was away working. Right. And then about a month later, the new MacBook Pro came out with all the special keyboard and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, oh, you fucking cunts. It's bad, isn't it? Yeah. What can you do? I know. That's it. And I've decided now that I'm gonna use that MacBook Pro now until it disintegrates. I'd just smash it up if I were you. No, I'm gonna really get my money's worth out of it. Chuck it out. Made me angry. Store. Made me angry. That did. Beat up a genius with it. I think he did backtrack actually. Sony
because he said that he said that don't expect a PlayStation 5 for at least 3 years.
Yeah, I think he's just someone's taken what he said and run with it, and made a headline out of it. But he's like, fuck.
Imagine what the PlayStation 5's going to be like. Or imagine what the PlayStation 6 will be like.
Imagine. Look, the PlayStation 5, there's already PC hardware out that is probably very similar to what it will be like right now. So you've got like a top end PC running a.
It can't be. That PlayStation 5 has to come out and go, this is new.
It's not. They need to make sure that it comes under a certain price point. So that means that they have to either lose money on which they do sometimes. They'll lose money for the first year of production because they'll know that it will get cheap. It will come down. They do that quite often. But also, there's just. I mean, some of the graphics cards out there at the moment are very expensive. They're like the price. They're like 500 quid, 600 quid for one graphics card.
Yeah.
So like, there's no way that the PlayStation 5 will have a graphics card that's that powerful.
Okay.
So essentially, you'll be getting in 3 years' time. You'll probably be getting a top end PC now. So that's kind of what it will look like.
Oh God.
I know. It's kind of like it for me. It's kind of like diminishing returns. Like, do you remember like the jump between PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 was incredible.
And then there was also a big jump between 2 and 3 because
HD that blew me away. So I've got to get off.
The jump between 3 and 4 was less so.
Yeah, a lot less. I mean, towards the end of the PlayStation 3's life, it was kind of like looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, people also forget that like GTA 5 came out on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously better on the PS4, but it's not like whoa.
Yeah.
SC to HD was a big one.
Yeah.
So I think the sort of the days of getting like absolutely gobsmacked by graphics are kind of gone. I think they just sort of get better and better. It's going to get better and better, and it's
not like
it costs more money. Like the better they look and stuff, it just costs so much more money to make these games. I think it's kind of why you're seeing sort of like a less games that are sort of single player one-off purchases and like a bigger focus on sort of making a game that's going to generate revenue like constantly, just because these things are so expensive to make now.
Next subject.
This
is just a little thing that I wanted to talk about. This is just it's not really important or anything, but there's rumours that it's loud, that fridge.
It's a good opportunity for me to get a beer out.
There's rumours that the old fucking hell, Matt. Yeah, they reckon. I mean, it's inevitable. I'd put my house on it.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Not this one. This is the new subject. I'm getting to it now. Mini N64. Sure. Apparently, the head of Nintendo, he's called Nintendo. He's oh God. I mean, I've done it too much now to cut it out.
It's funny. It's funny.
They have there's a patent.
Yeah,
gone an application that people think is going to be in a mini N64, which would be good. My only gripe with these mini NES and SNESes and stuff, I got the mini NES when it first came out.
Yeah, I
got 2 of them.
Wasn't it bad? Like the controller cable was really short.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah.
And there's not many good games in it or something.
Well, there was some good games. There were some games that I would have liked more of.
Yeah.
There was some games that, especially with the SNES, the mini SNES, which I didn't buy. I sort of boycotted it.
After the NES?
No, because after the NES, I got 2, and I just pre-ordered them quite early, so I got 2. I got one for me and one for my kids.
Mm.
And then when the SNES was announced, it was like, oh, you can't get them. You can't get this. They're all sold out. And then like people were putting them on for like £1,000 on eBay and stuff like that. And I was like, that's not what this should be about. This should be about a celebration of all our childhoods, and just make enough. You'll sell them. Make enough for all the people that want them to buy them, and not let
Yeah, Nintendo are pretty bad for this. It's supposed that they do it on purpose, just to generate sort of
buzz and make it seem like exclusivity and
what was that?
scarcity.
Is it called Amiibo? You know what I'm talking about? Like these little figurines that go with a game.
Yeah.
Like, they don't make enough of them. Apparently,
they're the worst.
Kids are like waking up Christmas morning. They can't get.
They're the worst. They do nothing.
Yeah.
And you have to collect them all. That's stupid nonsense. But I mean, I'd be up for getting a mini N64 if I can just go on Amazon or go to Game and go and buy one. I don't want to go on eBay and, spend 1,500 quid on it or whatever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
All it is just holding people's nostalgia to ransom, which I didn't like. I didn't think it was fair, and I don't know why. I mean, they can do what they like. They're a big corporation, but I just felt when the SNES come out, I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to get wrapped up in this, and I'm not going to trawl the internet and try and find one, or I'm just gonna let Nintendo have this one. Just say, go on, you can get on with this without me.
I mean, it's a nice sentiment, but I just don't think it's going to have any impact.
Also, I don't think Pilot Wings was on it.
What, on N64?
On the SNES.
On the SNES.
Which was... I might be wrong, but I remember being quite angry about that. I was like, well, you got to have Pilot Wings on it.
I was a Sega boy in my house. I never had the NES or SNES.
Yeah.
Friends did, but...
Mega Drive was better, I thought. I think that's quite a European
most
mentality.
people... Yeah, most people.
I preferred the Mega Drive. But there's good games on the SNES. I mean, A Link to the Past.
Loads of good games.
It's one of the best games ever.
I went back and I actually got an emulator.
Well, that's the thing as well. Like, so not only have I got emulators, I've got like handheld emulators and stuff. I've got all the consoles there: SNES, Nintendo, Master System, Mega Drive, all the PlayStations, Atari 2600s. Like, so it's like, when that Sonic Mania came out, and everyone was like, "Oh God, yeah!" It was just like it's taken all the good stuff from the old Sonic and they put a twist on it. When I played it, I was like, well, I feel like I only just played this last week. Like I've got Sonic on my phone.
I can see what you mean.
My kids are Sonic mad and stuff like that. So it's like, that's why I wasn't as excited. But most people would be like, "Oh, this is great. Remember this."
That's a really nice story behind it about how like it was fan made and they got the attention of Sega and they made a genuinely fun game. So like, there's a nice sort of story. It's good. I like the boss fights in it. It's good.
Who's the guy that runs Sega? What's his name?
I think it might be Sega.
I think it's Sega. Jesus Christ. I took a survey on YouTube the other day.
Nice segue.
Thanks, man.
Seamless.
No, there's nothing seamless about this at all. We're rattling through this. As soon as I feel like that we've either come to the end of that conversation or we've said something racist, I like to move on. I took a survey on YouTube. It was when I went into the creator studio thing where you see all your stats and stuff like that. Yeah. It said, "Oh, would you like to spend 10 minutes and taking this survey?" And I went, "All right, yeah, I'll do that." And it was basically asking like loads of questions like, how well do you think YouTube does? Do you think we help you? Do you... And everything I just was like one of the questions...
You're giving a hard time.
Yeah, I was just like, no, I don't know what... I don't know what the rules are with YouTube. Like I wrote a thing, they ask you to write a thing at the end as well, and I was like, I just wish you'd be more transparent and just say, this is why these types of videos make more money than these types of videos. Like, I don't... if people knew what the rules were, then... everyone would work together to make either content that you want and that they want, or they will just go, right, well, I know what the rules are, but I will just carry on doing my own thing. But it's just so, like, I don't know what, there's some shadowy corridors in YouTube that create the rules and change the algorithms and come up with all these sort of laws and regulations, and it's just, I don't know what any of them are. I've never heard anyone from YouTube have a straight answer to anything at all whatsoever.
Well, there might be a reason for that, because they might not actually know. So are you familiar with like this idea of machine learning?
Yeah.
So
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day is coming. T1000.
Yeah.
You know, liquid metal with nice spike up your bum.
Yeah.
So yeah, they machine learning. They'll if they'll say, well, our goal is to have more watch time on YouTube. They can set like a program to test and see what videos to put where to get more people watching for longer. And ultimately, they might not actually understand how it works and what it's favouring. They might not know that. They might not know the answer to that.
Well, what I would say is that they create a computer that can answer those questions then. And then we'd all be happy.
Then we'd know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Have you got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I heard on H3H3 Productions, Ethan, and you ever watch Ethan? Vape Nation?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Alright.
I've heard you say it, but I don't get the reference.
Yeah, so he's a YouTuber that does sort of skits and podcast. He's pretty massive. I saw a video of his and he was talking about how the actual subscription feed on YouTube might not be chronological order anymore. So when you go onto the, it's on any other business. Surely it's better here.
Go on then. Well, I mean, it's the same. I mean, yeah, it fits in any of these.
It'll fit in any, yeah.
In any of these items. But yeah, no, go on, because I want to know about this.
Yeah, so currently when you look at your subscription feed, it's whoever uploads, nicely muted. It will be whatever order that there was uploaded, you see the latest one at the top.
Yes.
Now they're experimenting with making it so that the actual videos are sort of laid out in an order which is more beneficial to you. Hey, but kind of
more bespoke rather than.
Well, yeah.
Oh, what, so if someone goes on the Completely Mate channel, it won't be in order of newest. It'll be in order of something like. So you will probably like this.
No, it's not on that channel. It's like on your subscription feed.
Right.
Yeah.
But surely, if it's on your subscription feed, and I like the way the subscription feed is at the moment. It tells me what videos came out today, what were yesterday, and what were last week.
Me too.
And I can go through them. I mean, they're channels that I'm subscribed to, so surely I'm already interested in them.
Yeah. I don't know
especially
what
if you do things. I mean, yes, that's going to be quite weird because I'm thinking of like Sugar Pie and Seven, and they do things in an order.
Yeah,
they're episodic and they have a story arc. Yeah, it's going to really mess with them.
Yeah, it's a little bit worrying. It's a potential for say people don't particularly watch this YouTube channel very much, which is highly possible.
I mean, the podcast videos are never going to get.
No one watches them anyway.
I think this podcast video might dip below 9,000 views in a week.
You reckon?
Yeah, we've been slow. I think it started off at like 50, then it went to 30.
Oh, with the first one, people are intrigued.
Yeah,
like, what's this all about? Quickly, people have learned.
I think the last one would have been up for about 4 weeks by the time this comes out tomorrow, and I think we're at 13,000 views.
Mate, why am I doing this? It's cost me money to come in back.
Yeah, it's because it's fun.
Clearly, we're having a brilliant time.
I'm having a good time.
I like seeing.
I haven't got much to talk about, but I'm having a good time.
I'm having fun.
But yeah,
that's Stella. We got
exactly. That's all this is.
This is a good excuse to meet up and have a drink.
That's exactly what it is. But
yeah, so it's a little bit worrying about that YouTube thing. I'm going to try and keep an eye on it and let you know because I think they're just sort of like doing testing on it at the moment, so it might not happen. Depends how it goes.
I don't think it matters though. I don't think it matters if we decide or if YouTube subscribers go, the people that watch YouTube go, oh, we don't like that. It seems to be that YouTube just does whatever it wants.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And says, well, you get used to it.
Good old YouTube.
Do you want to move on to the next item?
Sure.
Which is similar to this item. It's called Tell Us What Words to Do. Okay, so this week I went through some of the comments on the videos of YouTube, YouTube videos. That was bad, wasn't it? I'm not going to do it again.
No, don't bother. So did you go through podcast videos? Or
I went through all of the videos and I just went through the comments and because as you know, Matthew, I read every single comment. I'd just like to talk about this briefly. Right, I read every single comment. So, and I try to reply to as many as I can. And the thing is, I will likely reply to you if you're nice, and I'm more likely to reply to you if you have a question. I won't reply to you if you say, you read every comment and just reply to this. Because I've got nothing, there's nothing there for me to
get your teeth into. Yeah. And you don't want to pander to these people, because if you do it once, everyone's going to do it.
I delete comments that say that.
Do you?
A lot of the time, yeah. Because I want to just go, I want them to see that I've read it.
And deleted it. Without replying to it and encouraging that of that behaviour. Brilliant.
But it's like, you just have to trust me. I like reading them.
We don't get that many comments. It's
It's not difficult at all. Someone says, "Oh yeah, but you can't read 700 comments." You can.
Most of them are shit.
I think. No, I like the comments. Most of them are good.
No, they're not shit. Funny. That's unfair. But most of them are short, and it's very quickly to read. Yeah. A comment. It's not like you're reading a paragraph.
Exactly, and it's just I don't know if that's the state of the world that we're in, that people can't comprehend. Me spending over the course of a week just reading 700 short sentences.
Yeah.
It's really easy. Look, I go on my phone.
I can't help but shake the feeling that most people are just trying to get you to reply.
I go on my phone, I go to YouTube Studio, and then I just go to view all comments, and I see all the comments in order, most recent to the opposite of most recent. Can't think of the oldest. And it doesn't matter what video it is. Could be an older video, but if the comment was recent, it comes up at that time. So I read every single comment. I read them all.
There's not many comments about me. I've got a feeling that you might be deleting them.
Oh, I have to, man.
Yeah,
just for your... No. So I've got some comments here, right? And I've tried to pick up on the comments that a lot of people have asked.
Okay. Popular comments.
Yeah, so the first popular comment is that when am I going to finish the GTA 5 series and also the Vice City series?
Fuck me.
And, Carl Johnson recently inquired about that, so thank you, Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
So the Vice City series is dead.
Yeah. Well, I thought you'd already... Did you... 100? What was you trying to get 100%?
I was trying to 100% it.
Did you?
Because I've never done it before. So what had happened was that I was recording and not editing, but I was the last Vice City episode. I think it's probably something like number 13 or 15 or something like that. And I've probably got somewhere on the computer the footage from another 4 or 5 more.
Oh, really?
Episodes,
wow.
Yeah. But on the episode where I thought that I should have got 100%, it was like 82% or something like that. I was like, well, obviously we've fucked up somewhere.
Because there is a way to mess it up, isn't there? If you do something slightly wrong, you can't get 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. So after all that work, I was like, I'm never fucking doing this ever again. I was so depressed and down. So that's why that series just completely died.
Right.
The GTA 5 series is one that's not dead, not completely dead. No,
it's been a while.
It's been a while, and when I get a chance to play it again, I will do. It's just that not a lot of people watch that video, so it's not one that I get really excited to make.
No.
But if you like those sort of Let's Complete videos I do, then watch them. Because they do take a long time. They take up a long time, and it's the sort of the work for reward ratios isn't quite there. But maybe that's also my fault because I'm not as entertaining when I play them or interesting.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the actual people think, oh well, I've played the story, I know the story. It's just not that. It's not that interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe there's more chance for hijinks if it's like a multiplayer thing, or you don't know what's going to happen or something.
A lot of people are asking what our thoughts are on Black Ops 4 since the multiplayer reveal went out.
Yeah, mate, I've got a confession. I've not seen the actual trailer.
Okay.
But I've read about the trailer. Good. So, yeah, this is kind of second-hand information. Apparently they've sort of up the ante with the zombie thing. There's more content there or something. There's no single player, which we spoke about before. And I think there was talk about a battle royale mode.
Yes.
But no footage of it.
No. But my thing about this, about Black Ops 4, is that I am finding it difficult to get excited about.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because pretty much ever since Black Ops 3, the games have been rubbish.
It's the same studio though. Same,
I know.
Straight up.
I know.
One thing that was weird to me,
and I'm well up for being pleasantly surprised. And for me to go, but it's great. Thank God, it's brilliant. But I've done it before. Last time I played Infinite Warfare, I was a bit like, give this one a chance. First time I played World War II, I was like, oh, this is actually good.
Yeah,
I really like this. And then after a week, I was like,
it's not gripping you.
Done with it. So I've had my fingers burnt, and I'm now gonna just be very nonchalant and blasé and wait for Black Ops 4 to impress me. And if it does, then brilliant. If not, I'll just carry on playing Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Which I still do.
They've changed sort of the mechanics again, haven't they? So I did read somewhere that there's less boosting. No, there's no wall running anymore.
Right.
They've taken the wall running out.
Oh, I liked it.
I did as well. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
I thought Black Ops 3 was I felt that they really did get the balance right with boosting and wall running and sliding and stuff. I felt like it wasn't silly. I felt like it added to the game, it enhanced the game, it gave it a little X factor.
Yeah.
I didn't find it annoying or weird I thought they got it perfect. And but no, everyone said boots on the ground. I think the problem was that maybe Infinite Warfare, it felt weird with that.
It did feel weird, but the levels weren't designed very well. So like you had the wall running boosting mechanics, but the levels just like weren't very good.
Yeah.
No, the maps weren't sort of accommodating that very well.
Thing is,
I didn't play it very much at all.
No, I didn't. If they bring out Black Ops 4 and there's a Nuketown on it, then straight away I'm on board. I'd say that much. Little Crystal D, someone's name on YouTube,
Sure.
doesn't have a question, but has suggested I do a video where every time I die I eat a hot chili. Now I'm quite up for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like those type of videos. And I don't think people come to Completely Mate for those sort of videos, but I like hot food.
I'll tell you right now, I want to see that.
I like hot food, and I do eat chilies.
Do you?
Yes.
Would you do like a ghost pepper?
Some movie.
There's something going on in...
Probably a rat or something.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd do a ghost pepper.
Would you?
Yeah.
Maybe we should... No, you can do it, actually.
No, you were going to say we can do it together.
Yeah, no.
Right,
no.
Matt said that now. He said that on camera. If you, like Little Crystal D, would like to see... You know, it's a bit silly, but it could be fun. If you want to watch me and Matt eat some chilies while playing Call of Duty... I mean, that just sounds like a good video.
Yeah, sure. Well, we can do some sort of game where the loser has to do it. We'll do it.
No, I think you got to have a little bite of chili every time you die.
Right, sure. Okay, we'll talk about that.
No, we'll do it.
Okay, all right, we'll do it.
It won't be for a while. It won't be for a while.
It's going to be a while, won't it?
It won't be for a while.
I don't even know where to buy ghost chilies from.
I think you can get them from Sainsbury's. I'll find them. Loads of people. So last week's video was a classic Black Ops 3 video, and they still continue to make people happy, and I enjoy playing them, so they won't be going away anytime soon. Mm-hmm. I've got this habit where I reload my gun a lot.
Yeah, I can't help but feel maybe you picked that up from me, because I used to do that a lot.
And quite a high opinion of yourself.
What? That's a bad trait. I'm not saying that... We used to play Call of Duty all the time.
I wasn't taking cues from you, Matthew.
I don't think you'd ever played it before, since before being around there. I'm sure.
What, Black Ops? It was Modern Warfare that I played at yours.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford a PlayStation in those days. Imagine that. How wealthy I am now. loads of people said double tap to reload. Right, can I just
cancel your reload?
Yeah, to cancel the reload. Can I just put this on the what do you call it? Record now. I know this. It's just not.
It's not in your muscle memory.
No.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you play a game and you everything just becomes second nature and it's just not there. I can't do it. And you can't teach an old dog.
Yeah, sure.
Newish tricks.
Well, you've been playing COD for like a long time now. So if it's not going in, it's not going in. Jeffrey Mee wanted us to talk about God of War, which you already done. Good on you, Matthew. Yeah, I did talk about that, didn't I? You gonna play it?
No. People are asking if I'm in the Sugar Pine 7 office for good now.
Oh, right, because you've did a lot of videos there.
Yeah, clearly I'm not. Here we are in the Completely Mate studio. No, what happened was that they were really... work's gone mental. And I always find it more and more difficult to make videos, and I seem to get busier and busier, but I still manage to scrape some shit together.
You do good.
I knew that work was going to be quite tricky for me at this moment, and so Sugar Pine 7, about a month ago this was now, or maybe more, were really, really cool, and they said, you can just use our office and you can just record a load of stuff and then you can stagger it out or whatever. So that's why it always looks like I'm in the Sugar Pine 7 office, which is now their old office. They've even moved office.
Oh my God.
So if you were wondering about that, I'm not in the Sugar Pine 7 office, although I'd like to be. I love being there. I enjoyed my time there.
Yeah. Looked after you, didn't they?
They did. They were good boys. And but I think there's about another 10 videos that are still, or 8, something like that, to come out.
You filmed loads, then?
Yeah.
A few per day?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 a day I was doing over about 3 days or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's the end of the section that I call Tell Us What Words to Do. Now it's time for an ad read. Yes, it's time to hear from this week's sponsor, and it is the Dark Web. The Dark Web is your one-stop shop for all your questionable needs. Maybe you need a gun, a new identity, or you're just after some good old drugs. Head on over to the Dark Web now and use code James Buckley endorses the Dark Web, all one word, and you can get a free human slave with your first purchase. And it says here to talk about... the client wants us to talk about personal experience using the dark web. Have you ever used the dark web?
All the time. I have a terrible, terrible cocaine habit, and the dark web is the quickest and easiest way to have big amounts of cocaine delivered straight to your door.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well, I had to. I went on the dark web to get Viagra. Well, it's for a friend.
Sure.
It's for a friend of mine, and he wanted to remain anonymous. And so I said, listen, he wasn't computer inclined.
Yep.
So I said, I'll go on the dark web, I'll get you some Viagra. Delivery time was 2 working days. And I mean, it wasn't for me. Definitely wasn't for me. I mean, I'm all good. I'm erect right now. Are you erect?
Sure, semi.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But he said it was really good, and he lasted a bit longer, he said. Good. So that's always good. But yeah, head over to the dark web, use the code James Buckley endorses the dark web, all one word, for your free slave, the dark web, because sometimes you need some shady shit but can't be bothered to leave the house. Thanks, dark web. Yes, it's time now for any other business, which is exactly the same as what should we talk about. I've put here the Solo movie. Now, neither of us have watched it.
No.
What I wanted to know was, is it something you're excited about or interested in seeing?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Why is that?
I honestly, well, first of all, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I like it, but I'm not fanatical about it at all. Like, I just don't care.
No.
I don't know why. Maybe I didn't have it on video enough when I was a kid. It's along those lines. Like, I'm a big fan of stuff that I had on video.
Yeah, you're in the Indiana Jones camp.
I am, yeah, actually. Yeah. How'd you know that? I told you that.
You dressed up as him that one time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, so, I never really got the hype. Like, the new ones, The Last Jedi,
I've not even seen it.
I have seen it. It's the nice visual effects, good visual effects, but it's just full of plot holes. It's really weird.
Really?
It's it seems like who's the guy's name?
JJ.
No, because JJ did the first one, The Force Awakens,
and he never has plot holes or anything in his.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. The other guy, Ryan Johnson. There you go. That's his name. Yeah, it feels like he's just taken whatever the first film was trying to set up, and he's just kind of discarded everything. Like,
really?
Whatever, all of the story threads, he's thrown them out. Right. Very, very, very strange.
What was that sentence you said? All of the story
threads.
Threads. Oh, okay.
What do you think I said?
Threads.
Style threads. Yeah. So honest, I'm not a big fan. Solo movie. I just don't care. I just don't care.
I think people are a bit Star Wars'd out as well. Anyway, I think we're all a bit.
Yeah, what they've been doing every year is a Star Wars film for the last 4 years.
Yeah,
4 years. Yeah,
4 more years. 4 more years. I think I feel a bit Star Wars gunked up, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find something. I mean, there's an interesting. The actual development of the solo movie was quite interesting. They had the those two writers that they did comedy. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't remember their names. Miller,
Cannon and Ball, Armstrong and Miller.
The English people, no. I forget their names, but they wrote like
Chaz and Dave.
Just say more comedy duos. It's fine.
Well, you said it was a comedy duo.
No, they write comedies.
Pale and Pace.
Yeah. So.
Harry and Paul. French and Saunders.
Yeah. So they got halfway into production, and I think Disney saw the dailies and was like, nah.
Right.
And they got fired.
Oh.
And
fired Cannon and Ball.
Yes, they fired Harry and Paul.
Oh. That's that older.
Yeah, and then they brought in some sort of pay-as-you-go director to just finish it up.
Right. God, that's bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it sounds like it'd be a bad film then.
Is it Lord and Miller? Something like that, anyway. Yeah, well, I think everyone's saying it's a solid 3-star movie, straight down the middle, didn't really need to exist, and it's just kind of why?
Yeah.
Why? I don't care. Do you care?
No, I don't. It's not piqued my interest for some reason.
No.
I mean, the fact that I still haven't even got round to watching the most recent Star Wars film, which I think is about a year old now. Or like
Christmas, I'm
is
sure.
It Christmas?
Coming out, yeah.
Oh, half a year then.
Mm.
I mean, just shows that I'm just sort of Star Wars'd out.
Yeah. Did you watch Avengers?
What, with
Infinity
the guy
War?
with the top hat and the cane?
I tell you what, it's a good job that they changed the name. It's a good job they changed the name of the UK one, because I would have got right confused with that.
What was that called? He was called Steed, wasn't he? And he had that. What was that? It had a woman in a cat suit.
Yeah,
Which was sexy.
Well, I only remember the film because I saw it in the cinema for some reason. I was thinking that was Uma Thurman and Ralph Fiennes.
Right.
Yeah, and they changed the name of the Avengers. And you remember when the Avengers come out? I was like, people might get confused with the Avengers.
Yeah.
Let's change it to Avengers Assemble. Why?
Right.
Who gives a fuck? It's clearly not the same. It's like Iron Man on the fucking poster.
And also, no one's going to know what Avengers I'm talking about at all whatsoever.
No one knows. I barely know.
It's the guy from the Don't Look Back in Anger music video. and
I've never seen
Dame. What is her name? She was in an episode of Extras. Have you seen the episode in Extras where Daniel Radcliffe flicks a condom on a woman?
Yes.
She was the femme fatale in the Avengers. It was like a 60s show.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm still explaining it.
No one cares.
No.
It's meaningless, and yeah, the fact that they changed the name in case people got confused was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sort of. I know. Yeah, there's so many Marvel films that I've not watched as well. Just because I'm just so like, give me a break.
Most of them are freestyle, middle of the road. There's a couple of good ones. I quite like Thor Ragnarok. It's funny.
Is that meant to be? Yeah, it's meant to be quite funny.
Yeah, I think it was directed by
Cannonball.
What's the guy that did
the New Zealand guy from
What
Concords and stuff like that.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. He's really good.
He's funny.
Yeah, I should definitely watch it. I'm a big fan of his. I should definitely watch that.
Yeah, he got some of the humour in there. It's fun. It's a fun film. But yeah,
is Jermaine Clement in it?
I didn't see it.
Gotta be.
I didn't see him. He might have had a cameo.
It's gotta be. This is your suggestion.
But mate, I was struggling when I said that.
Yeah, we're all struggling, mate.
All struggling. Royal Wedding. I mean, I didn't even watch it. I was on that stag do.
I didn't watch it.
A couple of the lads were trying to watch it on their phone.
I couldn't give a fuck.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
I couldn't give two flying fucks.
Will the dad be there or not?
No, who cares?
Who cares? What did he do? Just a couple of pictures.
I don't like from what I've heard about from this Megan Bird. It's almost like it's like someone from The Only Way Is Essex marrying into the royal family.
Right.
It's like she's just a celebrity from America, like a sort of C-list celebrity at best.
Yeah. So what, she was in? Was it The Originals? There's a TV show called The Originals. I'm sure it was that.
Never heard of it.
I gotta get told this about my girlfriend.
I just saw that because I watch the Food Network quite a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I love like.
This is watching it. I'm really hungry.
Yeah,
now.
it's really good to get you all hungry, like diners, drive-ins, and dives and stuff like that.
Nice.
It's so good. And
there's some good shows on Netflix.
They did there was one called just what you were saying then about Netflix. There's one called something like Dirty Delicious.
Yeah, that's what I've. You didn't like it?
No, I watched like 2 episodes of that, and I just thought these are the most pretentious bunch of wankers.
They were pretentious, weren't they?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
they're
like
nauseating.
It's like they're the only people who have ever had an interesting thought about food in their lives. Like, yeah, this is real food from the street with a twist, a pretentious twist.
I know.
It's good.
I just thought they all just loved the sound of their own voices a bit too much, and was just making making something out of nothing.
Yeah, I can see that.
But but when I was watching Good Food Network, there was like an advert for like they do like these TV shows where it's like who bakes the best cakes or something like that, basically Bake Off. But you know, and Meghan Markle was a guest host for 1 week,
right? And
this was obviously shot like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, you're just a celebrity that would just turn up to anything, and obviously your family are mental as well because they're all scrabbling around you trying to make any kind of money out of you and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is bad.
Like, you know, the royal family. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, Harry should have been marrying one of his distant cousins.
Keep it in the family.
Keep that blood blue.
Keep it blue. Nice.
That's not a code.
Yeah, that does.
And out of all the racist things that I've said in this podcast, that was probably the most racist.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. I
mean, yeah.
No, I honestly, I'm not interested in the royal family, and they can marry whoever they like and stuff, and you know, and if they love each other and there's 2 happy people that are marrying, then good, brilliant, good on you. But I just don't care.
No, get it off the telly.
Yeah. I know, it's like the fucking the boat race.
Right. What about the boat race?
It's just a posho loving, and it's basically just 2 posh schools sports day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've got to watch it on the BBC, and what's her name? Claire Baldwin is hosting it and stuff like that. And I just go, look, just put. I do want to watch TV. Put something else on. Nothing against Balders.
Nothing against Balders, no.
I think she does a great job in whatever she does. But the boat race, not for me.
No.
I don't know anyone that likes the boat race.
Posh people?
And how many of them are around?
There's not that many, is there?
I know.
Fuck off.
So why are we catering to them?
Fuck you. Posh people don't even watch telly.
Yeah, they just sit there and read.
Yeah.
I remember I asked Simon Bird once whether he had the TV in his living room.
Did he say yes?
Yeah. He was like, why are you asking me that? I went, I don't know, you just come across as the sort of person that just sort of likes to read in the evenings. Right, here we go. We're back. Right, forget all of the stuff that we just spoke about. Right, now I know you hated the funny news of the week section.
No.
But I brought it back ever so briefly.
I haven't even got that bit of paper.
I know, you haven't. You haven't got it at all. Kept this as a little secret. I had to talk about this, okay? Here's the headline. YouTuber saved by firefighters after cementing his own head in a microwave.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
This was a little while ago. It was about a month ago, I think. But yeah.
Was it a month ago? Well, that's still...
Genuinely.
That's recent.
I mean, for us, yeah. Well, we've had ones that was year old before. YouTubers spent an hour releasing a firefighter. That would have been a good story. YouTubers spent I've done it again. Firefighters spent an hour working to release a YouTube prankster who cemented his head inside a microwave. It's impressive, mate.
Jay Swingler, 22, and a group of friends mixed 7 bags of polyfiller before they poured it around his head, which was protected by a plastic bag inside the appliance.
Oh,
right?
Man.
Now, I've not heard of Jay Swingler, but I checked out his YouTube channel and he's got over 1 million subscribers, so, definitely doing much better than this piece of shit.
Yeah.
And this is just great advertising, because I hadn't heard of him.
No.
I hadn't heard of him. I've heard about this and now I've checked out his YouTube channel.
Oh, you know what you've got to do, mate?
What's that?
You've got to cement your balls in a jam jar.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it'd have to be a bucket, mate.
That's just reminding me that someone has told me before, if you put your balls in a jam jar, you can't get them back out.
Who said that?
I can't remember. It's been said that you can get them in, but you can't get them back out.
Yes, known fact. It's a known fact. Oh, you put your ball. It's like sneezing with your eyes open.
Yeah, your eyes.
Your balls will pop
out.
But this is good though. I mean, imagine that. I mean, it must have got loads of views. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Usually, I think he's from the Midlands. I think he's from Wolverhampton.
Right.
Usually, when you see YouTubers do this sort of thing, I go, "Oh, that's stupid nonsense, absolute nonsense." I just liked it. I like the polyfiller. I like the microwave.
Yeah, it's so unorganised, so random. There's no sort of like thematical thing.
No.
It's cement and a microwave.
And I like the firefighters as well. Everything about that story made me chuckle, and I enjoyed it. And check out Jay Swingler then. There you go, Jay. Chucked a load of new subscribers your way, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But that's that for that. Have you got anything you would like to say, Matthew, before sentencing?
No, not really.
Okay, well then we'll say our goodbyes just after I take a nice long puff of this. Feel free to talk while I do this.
Feel free to talk. Yeah, it feels like we've managed to fill an hour with absolutely nothing.
Okay, I've finished now. You can shut up. We've come to the end of another rip-roaring podcast. Yeah. Have you had fun, Matt?
Yeah, I've had fun. It's gone quick, and I don't feel like we've really done anything.
No, that's the sign of a good podcast. Yes. I think we're gonna. I think when I edit this and I cut the racist stuff out, that we're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
Oh, what? That was one of your lines that you'd written for something else.
It was, wasn't it? What was that?
The music video.
Oh yeah. Why did I say that? Presently surprised.
Yeah. Can't remember. Made sense at the time,
yeah,
surely.
It did, yeah. Thank you for watching / listening. you on top of this?
Yeah, it will be on Podbean, and they will automatically put it onto iTunes as well. And there should be a link in the description below. There you go.
You're going to do all of that? You're going to put the link in the description as well?
Yeah.
Good. Thank God. Because otherwise this, I've got no notion of putting this on.
You don't even give me the audio for this. I have to rip it off the
I
YouTube video.
We'll definitely give you the audio for this one.
Okay.
I will definitely do that. So thanks, Matt.
No, thank you.
Thank you, The Dark Web, for sponsoring this episode. And just before I go, just want to remind you, any questions, put them in the comments box of this video, and we will use that for the next one. So there you go. There's a podcast. How just before we sign off, because we try and the goal is to try and make this an hour long, isn't it?
Yes.
How long do you reckon?
I think post-editing, it's going to be 56 minutes.
I was going to say 55.
Well, you're in control of the editing, so I know which one it will be.
But I'd be happy with that. 55 is fine, and that's
pretty close. It's pretty damn close for the lack of content.
I know, we got nothing. And we were actually, might as well pull back the curtain. We were actually going to film 2 podcasts today. Yeah. We were going to pre-record a podcast that obviously won't go out for another 3 or 4 weeks. So, and I was talking to you, and I was like, I've got nothing to talk about on one podcast, let alone 2. So we need to do a bit more. We need to do 3 or 4 more weeks of living, and then we might have something else to talk about in the next podcast.
Yeah, I hope so. There's a good possibility that we won't. Yeah, I don't do much. I go to work and I have a bloody drink on the weekend. That's it. That's
the thing as well. People always say, "Oh, can you do more vlogs?" And I'm like, I just don't do anything interesting. And when I do, maybe I should have done a vlog when I spent that week in Austin.
Yeah. Even the Haye and Bellew fight.
Bellew?
What?
Bellew. Yeah, maybe I should do vlogs. I can't be bothered.
It's kind of embarrassing as well.
I know, it is, yeah. Yeah, you look like a tit. Yeah.
Some of the ones you've done are quite funny, though. I like the one you was on TV with Stacey Solomon and drinking and stuff. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Think about it. Maybe I will. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Until then, bye, everyone.
Bye.